Around the Table on Harrison's Original, KHOZ.
And welcome to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. Except for Ann is not here this week. It is my wife, Kelly. She has graced her presence with us today, and I'm so happy to say that I'll be working with her for the rest of the week. So welcome, Kelly.
Thank you, Dan. Always happy to fill in for my friend Ann.
Oh, boy. Is it going to be hard to not say sweetheart or honey or...
No, I can maintain a professional presence
Okay.
at work here.
All right. Well, let's see if I can.
Okay,
Oh, boy.
go for it.
Anything happened great on the weekend? Well, see, I should know that. I spent the whole weekend with you.
Why is it that weekends always go fast?
I know, really.
Boy,
And
oh boy.
the best sleep you get is like 3 hours before you have to get up on Monday morning.
Exactly. Toss and turn all night, and then you really start sleeping good,
Yeah.
and then buzz, buzz, buzz. Time to get up.
Time to get up. Yeah,
We
it's-
did have a good time at the book signing.
Yeah, we did have. Yeah, that is pretty good.
That was
Yeah,
nice.
We had a book signing for the Cooks of the Buffalo, and it was me and the other two authors,
Mm-hmm.
Wayne and Peggy Thompson. They were there. We had quite a good turnout.
Yeah.
There wasn't a line around the corner, but
Hey,
it was
that's
nice.
okay.
Nice. People
We
got
still
to-
had some supporters show up, so that
Yeah.
counts.
So I think we're having another book signing
This coming weekend.
this weekend. Yes, I'll get you some more information on that. I'm not sure exactly. I don't have the address.
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's at someone's house.
Yeah, that might be helpful.
It's at the Nance's house, their new house, up on the mountain somewhere. So I have to get some information on that.
Oh, cool.
So
Awesome.
yeah, you've got plans though. You're not going to be there.
That's correct.
You got other things to do.
I do. It's called taxes.
Oh boy, I hope that mine are done. Boy, I hate tax season, don't you?
Yes. I'm
Yeah.
always glad when it's over with.
It's always nice if you think that you're going to get something. Oh, look here, I'm going to get a $22 check back from the government.
Hey.
Isn't that great?
That's better than Owen.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
No. Whoops.
Yups. Well, when you talk about taxes, oh boy,
Anyway.
this TSA thing is really getting kind of wild. I think the president said that he's sending in
ICE.
ICE agents to. What are they going to do?
I think that what I saw, what they're going to do is they're going to stand at entrances and exits, and they're
Oh,
also going to
okay.
be checking IDs just to help TSA.
Oh.
So the lines may not be as long.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, I heard that it takes like 3 or 4 months to train a TSA agent. So I hope that there's no problems.
I hope not.
And then this Canadian airliner, it ran into a
Yes, it was coming in for a landing at LaGuardia, and there was a fire truck that had gotten clearance to cross the runway, but at the last minute, the air traffic controller said, "Stop, stop, stop." I don't know what happened, but
yeah.
I mean, the plane landing wasn't going very fast,
Yes, it was
but
going
it's
about 30 miles an
huge.
hour. Yeah.
Yeah, and those fire trucks are several tons
Yeah.
heavy,
Yeah.
so you can
It
imagine
just tore.
it was
Well, an airplane's
just a
lightweight.
disaster.
Yeah, just a disaster. Killed both the
Yeah.
pilots. That's
Yep.
not good.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we're talking about spring break. The TSA. It's they've even put a ban on twerking
Okay.
in Florida.
Oh boy.
That,
Good luck with that.
Yeah, that they say that the there's so much twerking, it's just gotten out of hand. And the Tampa or the Panama Beach police station has told the officers that they've even got pepper spray. If you keep twerking, we're going to spray
Really?
you. Yeah.
Wow. Well, they're probably going to be prompted to use a lot of pepper spray.
Well, I was wondering what constitutes twerking. It says, let's see, where does it say here? If it's too much, if they're shaking their rump too hard.
I see. Maybe you can study that and give
Maybe
a
I should-
demonstration on the morrow. How about that?
Tomorrow you want me to give a demonstration on how to twerk? Honey, I don't have a butt big enough to twerk. They would probably just say, okay, start twerking, and I'm twerking away. Nothing going on there.
Funny. Funny.
Anyway.
Okay, I really
Yeah.
would like to know how many people actually turned their heat on this weekend because the weather,
Yeah,
the heat was ridiculous. We did. We caved.
Yeah.
We turned our air conditioner
It got
on.
a little. We left the windows open one night, and then
Yeah.
it got a little like, ooh, we
Yeah.
might want to put some extra covers on the bed, or just simply just turn this switch on the heater.
Right.
You want to do some weather?
Yeah, absolutely. So for today, we're going to have increasing clouds with a high near 63. Do you want to know about the wind gusts or
Oh,
not?
I don't know. It's up to you.
East wind around 10 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a low of 42. So it's going to be a little on the chillier side. Tuesday, a 10% chance of showers before 7 a.m. Cloudy, then gradually becoming mostly sunny with a high near 63. Tuesday night, partly cloudy with a low of 46. And then on Wednesday, sunny with a high near 83. Light south wind becoming southwest 5 to 10 miles per hour in the morning. So the heat's going to be coming back up, I think.
And then on Thursday, it looks like it's going to be a sunny day with a high of around 91 degrees. Gust up to 25 miles per hour. Thursday night, 20% chance of showers moves into the air after 1 a.m., mostly clear with a low around 53 degrees. The winds are still going to be kind of active there at 25 miles per hour. Friday, 30% chance of showers, partly sunny with a high of 66 degrees. Friday night, 20% chance of showers continues, and it's going to be around 37, so we may have to turn the heater back on.
Oh, boy.
Saturday, sunny, high 64 and an overnight low of 39. And then Sunday, high 70, back in the good weather again.
I like that 70, 75. That's like perfect.
Perfect. All right. Oh, do you know who we've got on the show today?
Yes, we're going to have Bree Adams from Blazing Breeze. She and Hat Designs. She has a new storefront, so she's going to come
boy.
here and talk to us about.
Yeah, we had her on the show last year, maybe a couple years ago, and she's a hoot now.
Yes, we've seen
Yeah.
her at several events around town.
Yeah, she's a go-getter.
She is.
Yeah, so we're going to be having her after the first break. But now let's do our topic to ponder. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Oh, there it is. I kind of moved things around a little bit.
Yay.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
Okay, kind of throwing in a little comedy this week about human situations that affect us each and every day, and I kind of focused on the kitchen to start off with. On today's topic to ponder question, you want to read that for us?
Sure. What item in your refrigerator magically disappears before its time?
Yeah.
Way before its time.
Mm-hmm.
I know what my answer is.
Okay.
Milk and coffee creamer.
Coffee creamer always.
Always runs out. As a matter of fact, that's where I'm headed after work today.
Get some more coffee creamer and milk. You know, they need to add an attachment to a refrigerator that just has milk and creamer, and the whole length of the.
So
and
you
could
can
go a
stock
whole
up?
year. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it would go bad
Right.
between now and then.
I don't know about the creamer, but for sure the milk.
The milk, sure.
And the stuff you have too much of is cheese. Do we need more cheese?
Yeah.
We must
I
have
think that's
5 different types of cheese in the refrigerator.
Yeah. And whose fault is that?
Mine. Okay, it's mine. I love cheese.
Yeah.
You like cheese too.
I like cheese too. Yeah.
Well, let's look at.
You like the foo cheese. You like the stuff from all over the world, which I do too. Yeah.
Yes, Aldi's has the best.
Yeah, the
cheese.
selection of cheese. Aldi's has it.
Right now, our favorite is the sharp cheddar infused with whiskey.
Ooh, yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what I years ago when we would buy I like sharp
Yeah.
cheeses. It never was sharp enough. And over the years, either my taste buds have changed, but then when you brought that sharp cheese home, it's like, whoa, this stuff is really good. It's really sharp. So it's really hard if you like sharp cheese. It's hard to find it these
Very
days.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some
Anyway, go ahead.
I was going to go over some of our responses. Of course, you all have heard mine. Leslie King said ice cream sandwiches.
Oh my gosh, he must eat them by the dozen.
Yeah. Linda Jordan said yes, milk and coffee creamer. And then Vigilant Inspection Services said cookies.
Cookies in the refrigerator? Okay.
Maybe.
All right.
Here's our
Okay.
guest.
All right. We got our guest coming in.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we didn't get a ton, but
we
hey,
got a
thanks
few.
for responding to our topic to ponder. This week's topic or today's topic to ponder question is: what item in your refrigerator magically disappears way before its time? And if you've got a special item that you're always out of, let us know. We'd like to know that. Okay, let's move on to our Today in History.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
I love that intro.
I am directing a comprehensive and intensive effort to begin to achieve our ultimate goal of eliminating the threat posed by strategic nuclear missiles.
That was Ronald Reagan. 43 years ago, President Reagan proposed a missile defense system that eventually became known as Star Wars.
Okay.
It's a slow loss of blood pressure. No matter what was done to speed up the heart and to make the heart respond and pump more, the body wouldn't hold the blood pressure.
I remember this back in 1983. This was 43 years ago. Barney Clark died at the University of Utah Medical Center 112 days after receiving the first permanent artificial heart. I remember it was it was about this size, and it looked like a metal contraption.
Something that would go in a car or,
Yeah, or
or
so-
a radio. And I remember thinking, wow.
Yeah, and they had it
Holy
placed
cow.
inside of his heart.
Yeah.
And the tubes were coming out, and it of course, the advancements have really grown since then. But anyway,
Right.
Dr. Chase Peterson said the heart was working fine, but Clark was too ill to survive, and the advances have grown since then.
I was pretty tickled. It was a pretty fun moment for me.
That was from March 23rd, 1994, 32 years ago, during a home game that his Los Angeles Kings lost to the Vancouver Canucks. 6-3, Wayne Gretzky broke Gordie Howe's record by scoring his 802nd National Hockey League goal.
What a powerful voice.
I can't believe it's been that long ago.
Can you believe 28 years ago the Titanic movie won record 11 awards in the 7th Academy Awards, and that was the ending theme, My Heart Will Go On, by none other than
Celine Dion.
Celine
I
Dion,
love
yeah.
her. Love that movie.
Insurance companies will no longer be able to drop people's coverage when they get sick.
That
Really?
was 16 years ago. President Obama signed what became known as Obamacare, a $938 billion health care overhaul declaring a new season in America.
and they've been trying to fix it ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, That's birthday cut. Singer Chaka Khan was born on this day in 1953, 73 years ago, and that was Through the Fire.
was a birthday cut. Actress Carrie Russell was born on this day, March 23rd, 1976, 50 years ago. She's best known for her role as a Russian spy on the FX drama The Americans, and that's the theme from that show.
Theme song, yeah. All right. We're going to take our first break, and when we come back, we're going to have a reoccurring guest. Bree Adams is here. She's with Blazing Bree's Store and Hat Designs. She brought a hat. Yeah. She's going to show it off, show how cool it is. All right, we're going to take our first break, and Bree will be in the studio with us. So stick around, stay with us. You're listening and watching Around the Table this week with Dan and Kelly. Stay with us. And welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Kelly. And also with us in the studio is Bree Adams. Welcome, Bree.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, we're talking about your husband. Now, he's working on a roof today.
That's right.
Putting up some trusses.
Last time he was able to join us last
Yeah,
year.
I thought so.
But he's actually right up the road, right up 65 on Burlington, just building amazing homes and but also quality homes.
Are they spec houses for you to sell, or are they building for someone?
Sometimes, yes, they build subdivisions around the area, but they also have spec homes. But their whole thing is open floor plans, but also so it's amazing, and they can get as custom and crazy as you want, but they also do quality homes. So their logo is, or their motto is, quality homes with a heart. So they try to keep it as affordable as possible, but also give you something great for your family.
Now, do you ever go up and do you help work
It's
on
actually funny because my husband goes with me a lot and helps me on my hat design events,
Okay, yeah.
So he's doing custom fittings and taking orders and things, and this is actually something we joked about on Facebook the other day because I posted a picture of him with us eating dinner, and usually we're just like grabbing snacks here and there.
Yeah.
We don't have time to eat dinner when we're doing events, and we went out to eat big fancy at Olive Garden, and I said I put him to work for 12 hours, so we're taking the night off. And one of the roofers that's with his crew was like, "Oh, well, you've put Henry to work. Are you coming to work with us now?" He said, "We'll be on the roof at 6 a.m. if you want to join us." And I was like, I could go up in the cage and hand you nails or something, but but I'm not a builder.
Not a builder. Well, that's cool. Last time you were here, you kind of explained how you got into this hat business. It's kind of a fluke, if I remember.
Truly, to the outside, it would seem that way, honestly, because we took a terrible hat experience and turned it into our business now.
Yeah.
So I don't share the story often, but when our daughter was turning 9 years old, we were up at PBR because I was working in broadcasting.
Yeah. Okay.
So we were up at PBR in Kansas City, and there was a lady there doing custom hats. Right when it was really hitting the scene, a few years ago, and we were like, oh, we should get this for our daughter for her 9th birthday. And I can't believe it, but she's turning 13 this summer, but craziness. But we went, and the lady said, the hats are $50, and you get to customize them, and for a little bit more. And we were like, "Oh, cool! Let's do it, right? This will be so fun." So we FaceTimed her, and our little 9-year-old girl, almost 9, and let her pick out little bands and feathers and things to go on it. Well, we picked them out. We went up there. The lady just kind of tied them on sloppily, so it was kind of 1.5 inches on one side and 1/2 inch on the other, which I'm kind of a perfectionist, my attention to detail, but I need it with what I do. So it was kind of sloppy, and then the feather blew out. And she goes, "Oh, you can just glue that in later." And I said,
"Oh, boy.
Okay." But, okay. And then I saw that she had an initial on her hat. So I said, "Oh, would you mind to put a Z on our daughter's hat? Because her name is Ziva Grace." And she said, "Well, I have tools." And I said, "Well, if you don't mind, I'd love it if you could do that. I think it'd be really cool for her birthday."
Yeah.
Well, she just takes this branding iron, heats it up, and just slops it on there. Everything I say is sloppy, I guess. But she just, that thing was so bad that you couldn't tell if it was a Z or an N.
Oh my gosh,
It was, so I just look at it kind of crooked, right? And she said, "Oh, it's already personalized." And then she said, "That'll be $225."
Oh my gosh.
My goodness.
And my heart, y'all. My heart. Because I'm looking at this hat that started at $50 with a floppy band and a feather that I picked off the ground and this letter that I can't tell what it is. And I don't do confrontation. I just feel like a duck under the water inside, right? So I turned around to my husband, who had just walked up, completely missed this interaction. And I looked at Henry and I said, "Pay the lady." And I walked away with this hat.
Well, you have to, I guess, yeah.
I just walked away.
Yeah.
So we're leaving the PBR. The very first exit, there's a Hobby Lobby. And I said, "Henry, pull in. We're going to have to figure out how to save this hat." Because, who has $200 for a kid's birthday hat,
Yeah.
And her birthday was that weekend. I said, "We don't have time to find another. I'm going to have to salvage this hat." So we pulled in. I got a glue gun to glue that feather in, and I saw a wood burner on the shelf, and I thought, I wonder if I could fix that Z. And that was the entire
beginning,
core beginning of our business. It's so crazy, just the silver linings that have come out of that experience, because I fixed the Z. It was like a tattoo cover-up, y'all. I had to do like a big old swoopy Z, to make it hide that terrible letter. And so I did, and when I did, I thought, well, that was kind of fun. Like, I wonder if I could do some flowers or something on the side,
But did you think if this lady was charging $250 for slop, I can do a heck of a much better job?
Well, I never had that thought come across my mind.
Okay.
I never thought, oh, I'm so much better than her, or I could do so much better. But it really was this is fun. This is enjoyable. Like I actually love this. I've always doodled, and sketched, and I never thought of myself as an artist, but like a true artist. But I mean, I love the satisfaction of drawing and having fun doing that. So I burned some flowers on the side, and I just posted a picture of our daughter on her birthday on Facebook, not selling hats, just her in her hat, just wishing her a happy birthday. And then my neighbor needed one, and my sister needed one. Part of the town needed one, which I'm a Bearville girl. And you can tell by the way I say it.
Bearville.
It's actually a Bearville instead of a Berryville. But so some of the town needed one, and 6 weeks later, Johnny Morris of Bass Pro Shops and their people reached out and wanted me to be their hat designer and partnered with me. 6
That's
weeks.
Amazing.
So truly, that experience completely drives our mission and our passion every single day. We want to give the best quality, the best customer service, and the best price.
That's great.
Because I can't have anyone else have that experience that we had.
Well,
it's just amazing.
A hat is not like a pair of socks where they just wear out. A hat lasts forever.
Oh, absolutely.
I know my grandfather had a hat, and I wished I had it today. But it's almost a legacy.
It really is.
Yeah.
We have been able to save so many Stetsons that were grandpa's hats, great-grandparents' hats from early 1900s. I mean, it has been amazing.
So you do restoration on
We
those,
have
or?
been able to restore many hats that folks have brought to us, just bringing a new light to them.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I get to, which I mean, that's not part of my blazing, right? But a lot of times I get to incorporate that too, where we get to put their cattle brand on it or their old ranch brand and get to have that.
Really
Now, how does that work? Do you get their brand and heat it up and burn it on the hat?
No.
How do you do that?
Everything I do is freehand with the soldering iron.
I see.
It gets to about 900 degrees too. It's like a little oven that I'm just holding in my fingers.
Yeah.
But they show me a picture of their brand or their logo, whatever they want, and I just look at the picture and I just freehand it and burn it onto the hat
That
for
is
them.
cool.
Amazing. Well, you brought a hat with you.
I did, yeah. So just one I had in the truck, but I do a ton of Western designs, a lot of florals.
I love
take
it.
off
I
my
love
hat
your
for
hat.
you.
Yes.
My
Pretty.
sunflower.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I love it.
Sunflower is kind of our signature.
Yeah, is that?
This is a felt.
I know, but what's the? Did you burn that?
I
Is
did.
That
Yeah, you
oh,
can
this
feel
is
it.
burnt on here.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys can feel them as you go. Sorry, my hair, y'all. I'm used to hat hair all the time.
That's cool.
But it's
So
completely
pretty.
burned in. And what's so cool about these, I really trick folks a lot on accident because they think that it has been painted.
Yeah.
Since it's a color. But when I burn the felt, since it has a black inlay, it's just the
I
color
see.
of the felt blends with the black,
Oh,
so
I
it's
see.
always a darker shade of whatever the material is.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. So if it's a purple hat, like a lavender hat,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
going to be like a really deep, rich purple design.
So you just heat it up enough to turn the color.
I am, yeah. So I'm not burning, down deep into
Hmm.
the hat, down into the insides of it. We're really just melting it onto the inside of the hat.
So you
to
talked about
change that.
tattoos. This would be something like a tattoo. I mean, you could you could take
kind
a
of is.
tattoo design that's had somebody's that's on their arm and
Absolutely.
somebody that had passed away,
Absolutely.
and then put
So,
that on a hat.
I love the sentimental
Yeah.
side of this. It's so great to get to know the person that's going to be under the hat
Mm-hmm.
rather than just. I love to do just our most popular designs too, but to get to know the people and what
Yeah.
is so special to them. And like just last week, we were in Jonesboro for the Ag Women of Arkansas event, and that was our second year. We just absolutely adore being there because I'm also an Ag Woman of Arkansas. I'm fourth generation farmer, and but I had a lady. She said, "Can you do a cotton boll?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I could do that," you know. And she showed me on her wrist. She had a tattoo, and she grew up on a cotton farm, and it also said "Daddy" under it, and it was her dad's signature from her Bible that he gave her when she was 8 years
that's
old,
cool.
and
Oh,
he has
yeah.
since passed. So she didn't ask me to do. I got goosebumps, y'all. She didn't ask me to do the daddy. She just asked me for the cotton boll. So what I did the little cotton design in front of her little feather there, but then underneath I recreated the daddy signature. So that way when she looks up, she could see it.
That's so cool.
Oh, and it was so special when she got it because she's like, "Oh, I love it." And then she turned it over and she's like, "Oh, I love it."
Wow.
Well, hats
You know.
are a very personal item. They're, you know, I mean, I think that's awesome.
Yes. Oh, I just love it. There's been so many stories through the years that we've been doing this that are just so heartfelt and amazing. So it's amazing. It makes me tear up a little
Yeah.
bit to know the heart under it.
A new storefront.
We do, yes.
So tell us about that.
Oh, I'm so excited. So we have a hat design trailer that we've been taking around
Yeah.
the country to CMA Fest and Homestead Fest in Nashville or NFR in Vegas.
Which is adorable, by the way.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. My husband and our oldest, Cooper, they actually restored the trailer for us and renovated it. So, of course, I mean, they're builders. I might as well use them, right?
Yeah.
So it's super cute. Looks like you're looking in at my kitchen when you look in. But I always said I didn't want a storefront because I didn't want to be tied down to one location because I love traveling the country and getting to do hats for country artists or, you know, amazing, crazy names.
How are you going to do that?
Well, this is what's so cool is I didn't know I wanted a storefront. So we'll circle back to how I'm going to do that. But I didn't know I wanted a storefront, but a lady in town, she posted, you know, a space for rent. And I kept looking at it. And that place, it already had a brick wall and huge mounted mirrors and display shelves and an elk on a wall. And I kept looking at this. And I've never been elk hunting, deer and pheasant, but never elk. But I kept looking at it. And for days, I kept thinking about what I wanted to do in that space. What I wanted to do and where I could set up my things. I mean, I would wake up dreaming about like little hat burning classes that we could do, and I'm like,
oh boy.
I'm like, all right, God, laying it on my heart again. Here we go. So we went for it, you know.
Yeah.
So we just went for it. But this storefront, it's kind of a unique spot to where we're not a traditional store that's going to have set hours. Monday through Friday, 8 to 6 or whatever. Mainly I'm there a lot right now, but mainly we are by appointment or events. So I created this space so that way I have a place for our community to gather. So it has a 12-foot farmhouse table from Boondocks down the road, and it holds 10 to 12 people, and it's a place for artsy, craftsy gatherings.
Oh, cool! Yeah.
So most of it will be evening parties and events. It's my workshop. People can come in for custom fittings, like what you need to do for your head shape, and so custom fittings and things like that. But the main thing is the fun gatherings that we're going to have. So we've already hosted hat burning classes. Because we opened in March, but our official grand opening and ribbon burning was Saturday. We actually torched the ribbon rather than cutting it.
Oh, that's cool. Very
you know,
cool.
staying true to ourselves.
Yeah.
But so we're hosting hat burning classes where I'm actually teaching people how to use it, and we have taken my freehand designs and turned them into stencils, so that way people can trace it on and then burn it. I don't use pencils or stencils, but which should be my logo, no pencils, no stencils. But yeah, so people can actually create this, and they're so proud of themselves after.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they come in thinking, oh, I'm not artistic, or I'm not crafty, I can't do this. But they can. And it's so cool to see how it ends up.
Now
you
that's
know?
a keepsake.
Oh, it's so cool. So they're actually being able to create their own. So we're not just doing hats either. We have suede caps that we're designing. We're designing Bibles as well. So I have leather cover Bibles that we're able to design because I love being able to incorporate my faith in everything that we're doing too. And then also shoes and suede purses. And so we're having all kinds of fun burning parties. But we're also partnering with local craftsy folks like our painting parties, or like St. Chain down the road to do permanent jewelry parties, or, so we're going to do all kinds of fun, crafty events just to have an amazing place for our community to gather to. But with that, we are still going to have our design trailer and take it to big events around the country. So we don't want to get away from that because, that's my heart too.
That's where you started.
Yes, but it's just one of those things where we've been able to do some huge names around the country and some huge events, which is just insane for this little Bearville girl, but absolutely. But I also miss getting to serve our hometown and to serve our local folks. So this will let us do both.
Yeah, I don't think however big you get, you never forget your roots.
Oh goodness, I don't.
Did you want to drop some names of who've made hats for?
Well, obviously everyone asks about Lainey Wilson.
Oh,
you
yes,
know.
yes.
So, and that was just a God thing too. It was one of those things where. I had partnered with Top of the Rock. I was designing hats up there at Arnie's, and Lainey Wilson's hat maker, the Wild Man Hatter from Phoenix, he came up there playing golf, and he saw what I was doing and wanted me to design hats with him.
That's cool.
Insane. Just to be, south of Branson, and here's Lainey Wilson's hat maker. So I was able to go out to Vegas for my first time in NFR and design their hats and design hats for Lainey. So we got to deliver the hat to her and go front row, at her concert there in Vegas. And
nice.
Just so she's the major name. But we've done them for, oh my goodness, some like 90s icons like Tracy Bird, Mark Chestnut, a lot of folks that come to Thunder Ridge as well, because we do I do a trucker hat bar, a custom one, backstage for the artists that come. So we do them for a lot of the folks that come there. So trucker hat parties, like for Kane Brown and his entire family. So his wife Caitlin and the girls came and got to pick out all their little, accents and charms to design their hats. So that was really cool. And then Cody Johnson for his wife and daughters. And so, it's just been really neat. But just the connections we've made and the way our business has just not only created, but just the way it's blossomed and just the things. Like one year at NFR, we met... just the people that we meet, our connections stay strong, so it's crazy. So we started going out to Nashville for CMA Fest and Homestead Fest because of Randy Travis's family. They invite us to stay at their home every year. So we just bring our entire family and go stay at the home, and
we're here.
It's absolutely insane.
What's in the fridge?
So it is so funny, but it's just. It's been so crazy and such a blessing, and we're just in awe every day of the folks that we are getting to know, but also just the stories and the people that we're getting to know along the way. Because
so cool.
That's our heart. Designing hats is cool, and I love it. That gets my artistic vibe going. But and I get to do it with my family, not only my husband and our 3 kids.
They support you too.
Oh, they're amazing. Yeah. So if you saw anything from our ribbon burning, it was very central to family, not just our own, but my parents, my brother's family, my sister's family. We're all still local. They're around the family farm, and so it's really awesome. My brother he does Damascus knives, which are absolutely insane.
Oh boy, artistic roots there.
Oh, we really do. So. But he also has a laser engraver that we'll utilize for like our ball caps that we do.
Yeah.
So we do like some tri-layer, like acrylic ball caps and things for businesses. So we're not only like wide brim felts, but so that one, it's so cool. It's a tri-layer acrylic patch.
That's very cool.
So we also do dual layer leathers, but So my brother Billy Snyder with Snyder Knives, he does all the leather work and things like that. So it's so cool. So we're able to do that. Like, so we do it for a lot of our sheriff's offices around, or companies like
That's
this
cool.
one's Rockin' M Leather.
Yeah.
But then my niece also does a lot of laser and leather work. So she comes with me backstage at Thunder Ridge, and we do such fun things with our Bass Pro Caps, where she lasers out little cowboys that ride the bass. We
Oh,
call it
yeah.
the Bass Rider,
Oh,
and
that's
everybody
cute.
like Cody Johnson freaked out over that. Tim McGraw got one of them
Yeah, okay.
last year. So we do that, and we do like a little guitar to put in the fish's fins, so that way it looks like he's like playing guitar.
Oh, that's
and,
funny.
I mean, we have a hoot it's when we're together, but then my sister also does a lot of little boutique things as well, and creating tumblers, but. My mom was very artistic. She was a painter, and she created the Berryville Bobcat logo, like the Bobcat head that you'll still see, and for the high school newspaper back in the day. And so we all got a bit of that artsiness, and she's listening right now. Love you, Mama. But
Hi, Mom.
yeah, so we call her Mama. And any artist that I've ever worked with, they have started calling her Mama because they
that's
just
funny.
love it. They're like, "Hey, Mama,"
That's cool.
They try to say it like I do. But it's been really cool
Well,
to
that's
get
cool.
to get to do that with our
Yeah.
entire family.
Now, your location, do
Yes,
you
sir.
have set hours yet or not?
No,
Okay.
it was funny, but I can tell you the location.
Where's the location?
So we're in Berryville. It's at 307 South Main Street. So right there on Main Street, we're close to Danny's Tire and the main theater there.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
yeah, I know what it's at. Yeah.
So we're in the Heritage 62 building. So we're right there, the left entrance. You'll see all of our things. Which is also thanks to my sister. She did, all the decals on the doors and things for us, so that way you
How
can
about
actually see us.
Facebook and social media?
So
Where are you at on those?
social media, it's either Bree Adams or The Blazing Breeze.
The Blazing Breeze.
Yep,
Okay.
that's me. So yes.
So they can, if someone wants to get a custom hat done, can they set up an appointment like you said?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Okay. Just go to the Facebook page.
Which we're
maybe?
there typically all the time right now. But I hate to do set hours because there are
Sure.
going to be times that I'm out for a concert or, a rodeo
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something big. But typically I'm there Mondays through Fridays while the kids are at school, of course.
Of course, yeah.
So get as
Well,
much
that's
work
your
as I can.
workshop.
It is my workshop. Our youngest, Hendrix, he's in kindergarten. And we were trying to figure out, should we have a different name for this? Not getting away from Blazing Breeze, but what do I call it? It's not a typical storefront.
Yeah.
What are we going to call this Blazing Breeze place? And he said, well, Mom, it's your workshop because that's where you're going to work. And I said, well, all right. So we're calling it the shop.
The shop.
So it is. So it's just the shop. Something else really cool that we're doing with the shop, besides our hat shop and the gatherings, we're also doing custom gifts. Besides what I do, we're also going to champion some local folks that are creating their own goat milk soaps or their own makeup bags or
Okay.
their own trucker hats. And so it is going to be a completely handcrafted custom gift shop as well.
Oh, I like that.
I do too. Just the idea of getting to highlight our local folks that
absolutely.
have that same spirit and passion
Now,
and
you post
and
all those
everything.
events on your Facebook
Oh
page? or-
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Well, I think that that's what people should do, is maybe connect with you and then find out what all the things that you're doing. We're kind of running out of time. I'd love to go on forever, but Bree, thanks so much for coming in. I
Thank you.
appreciate you so much for coming in, and we love it when we get to see you out working around,
thank
because
you.
you're such an
Me too,
entrepreneur
thanks.
and a go-getter, and you just got such cool products. They're
Thanks.
legacy products, really. I believe in it.
Absolutely.
I love
Bree,
it.
thanks so much for coming by. We'll have you come back again.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to take another break. Stay with us.
original, KHOZ.
Welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Kelly this week.
It's a mouthful, isn't it?
A little bit when you're so used to saying it the other way.
Yeah.
But last interview we had was with Bree Adams, and if you're interested, you can go to Blazing Breeze, search for that on Facebook, and if you're, I said, I want a hat now.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
You could probably get a hat too. You know.
She could if she does custom fittings.
Well, my problem with hats is you see them online or something. You go, that's the hat. You buy the hat, you put it on, and it falls down over your ears or something. I mean, it doesn't fit right.
Right.
Or it's the style looks better in the picture, and it doesn't fit your head. And this way, you can go and put the thing on your head and say, "Wow,
right,
this works."
If I had a hat custom made, I'd wear it all the time.
I bet you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if somebody said, "That's you. That fits." Yeah.
Well, there's a couple of things I wanted to mention that are going to be going on in the community. One is this coming weekend, March 27th. They're doing a benefit for Diane Rogers, who was recently diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. They're going to be having that at Camp Jack from 4 to 9 p.m. They're going to have food, a silent auction, and they are going to have Melody Hart and the Massengale brothers, which, if you know them, they are great fiddle players, fun time, but they're going to have live music from 5 to 7, so I wanted to talk about that. And then the other thing I wanted to mention is not until April 11th, but I know that you may have to get signed up early, but Ozark Homeward Bound is sponsoring a rabies clinic, and that's going to be at the Diamond City Community Center on Saturday, April 11th from 9 to 1. You can get your rabies vaccines for your cat or dog. They are also doing like the Bordetella, which is the kennel cough, and you can also get microchip flea and tick medication will be available. So Dr. Addis is going to be doing all that. So I just wanted to mention that.
We're also having the 43rd Annual Harrison Fiddlers Convention. It's going to be March 26th through the 29th at North Ark College. And it's 3 days of picking and grinning and fiddling and whatever.
Yeah, I bet that's going to be fun.
Yeah, so that's happening real soon. And then also Explore Harrison presents ChiliCon Creekside, benefiting the Harrison Masonic Lodge, number 78, and also Camp Jack Veteran Center. It's on the 28th of March, and it's a cook-off. And if you're interested in being a part of that, it's $35 per category. Or if you want, $100 for every category. The categories are red, homestyle, verde, and salsa. So also it's open to the public. You can come out. You can do a chili tasting from 11 to 2:30. Live music, a beer tent, and beverages will be available there. Food trucks and local vendors. Award ceremony will be at 3:30. It's family friendly, and bring a lawn chair.
Oh, that would be fun too.
Yeah. Also, mark your calendar, March 27th through the 29th for the Spring Gun Show and Car Show and Swap Meet. A lot of ands there at the Fairgrounds in Jasper. Vendor sponsorships are available. Contact Becky at 907-232-4266. And then you did the rabies clinic, right?
I did.
This
is the season for events.
Okay. All right, I think we are caught up for March, and we're going to take another break since we went a little long on that last break, so we're going to take another break. We'll be back right after this. Stay with us.
Do you have an event coming up or just in the mood for a special treat? The Cake Shop can help. Order ahead and they'll work with you to create the perfect cake, cookies, or cupcakes to complement your occasion. They also keep their case of the shop stocked with a selection of goodies so you can stop by anytime and pick up something delicious. The Cake Shop is on Stevenson Avenue in Harrison and is open Monday through Friday from 8 until 5. Stop by and let them make your day a little brighter and your event planning a little easier.
I'm Mike Bishop, candidate for House of Representatives District 5. We have a runoff election coming up March 24th through the 31st. Now, for months, I've been out visiting and listening to you. I share your concerns about local schools, health care, lower taxes, and, of course, limited government. And I will defend Second Amendment, the sanctity of life, and personal property rights. So I'm asking for your vote March 24th through the 31st. Folks, I'm one of you. I'm listening because I care.
Paid for by Bishop for House 5. Get ready, Harrison. The 43rd Annual Arkansas Builders Convention is coming up the last weekend of March, Thursday, March 26th through Sunday, March 29th at North Arkansas College South Campus. 1515 Pioneer Drive in Harrison. Free admission, fun for all ages, and remember, it's not just for fiddlers. The convention is open to all musicians and all music lovers.
Around the Table, streaming live on Facebook and Hometown TV, channel 26.1.
Well, go back to Around the Table. Just a few minutes remaining in the show, and I want to thank Kelly for filling in today.
You're very welcome.
Can you come tomorrow too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And Wednesday?
I can be here for the rest of the week.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Oh boy. You know what today is?
National Puppy Day.
Oh, it's a pretty puppy.
Yep. American Kennel Club, the most popular puppy, and they've been talking about this, is the French Bulldog.
Yeah.
Those are adorable.
Aren't those the ones that snore a lot and
they do
have a lot of lung
breathing problems?
Breathing problems because they don't have a nose.
Yeah, they're called brachiocephalic. That means their nose is shorter.
Yeah.
And
Wonder what breed was the original breed that had the puggy nose? A pug?
Maybe. I'm not sure. Or English Bulldog.
Okay.
English Bulldog.
All right. What was the most popular? What is the unpopular dog in the whatever these things are called, the American Kennel Club?
Mm-hmm.
When they do the competitions, what's the most popular dog most of the time?
Golden retrievers.
Golden retrievers.
Yes, or Labrador retrievers.
Okay, so the
Labs.
pug is, or the bulldog is taken over.
Yep.
The French bulldog.
It's held the title for 4 straight years.
All right. It's also National OK Day. Today's OK birthdays. It's OK if you forgot, along with the ASAP and the LOL, and the OK is one of the English language's most used abbreviations. It's first popped up in a print on this day in 1832 as a slang abbreviation for all correct. All correct.
Here's something that you'll appreciate. It's National Chip and Dip Day.
I love chips and dip.
Oh, yes. And it's one of the... until 1954, when the Lipton Soup Company came up with the idea to mix their dehydrated French onion soup with sour cream, and that's actually one of your favorites.
Yeah, it is. I'd rather do that than buying chip dip in the store. I'd rather mix it up.
Mix it up on your own, yeah.
It's also National Tamale Day, celebrating the South American street food.
Oh, love tamales.
Yeah, and it's also National Near Miss Day, commemorating the day in 1989 when an asteroid the size of a mountain came within 425,000 miles of smashing into the Earth, and it didn't. It passed right on by.
Wow.
All right. Kelly, we're done. We're out of
Yep.
here. Thanks so much for being here today. Thanks, guys, for tuning in, and go to our Facebook page and answer the topic to ponder question for tomorrow. It's a doozy. Stick around, stay with us. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a great day.